Minecraft Live was just announced a few days ago, and we got the confirmation that there will be yet again another mob vote. Yes, I'm not kidding you, there's going to be 3 more mobs that we get to vote for. So today I'm going to be talking about a few mobs that I feel like should be part of this year's mob vote. So down below in the comments, I do want you to tell me on which one of these mobs that you might want to see in this year's mob vote. And if you enjoyed this video, consider leaving a like, subscribe if you're around here, and let's get right into the video. To begin with, we have resolved a new type of golem that could be coming to the game, and that is the Melon Golem. For Minecraft right now, we have 2 types of golems. We have the Snow Golem, and we have the Iron Golem. But for the Snow Golem, we need a new cousin for him, so that's where the Melon Golem comes into play. In functionality, this works exactly like the Snow Golem does, but instead of doing little to no damage to mobs, it would actually fire melon seeds at mobs, and it would deal probably FR damage each time. Now, is it still as powerful as you would expect? No, it's still not going to be a very powerful mob. It's not going to be as powerful as the Iron Golem is, but would it still be very good for keeping mobs at bay? Definitely. And now, more than likely, he will not hop around the world. I don't know why he's hopping around the world right now. Buddy, why are you hopping around? Hey, you get back here. Stop getting away from me. Now, another thing about this guy is that maybe he had the ability of shearing his head off and finding a derpy face or another type of face right underneath his head. Now, would it be the same face as Snow Golem? More than likely it would, because it would just be a Snow Golem, but with a melon on his head instead of a pumpkin. But would it still be a really cool, unique version of the Snow Golem? Definitely. The Moon Bloom was a mob that was part of last year's mob vote. However, it did end up losing. We ended up losing it to the Glow Squid. What if its cousin, the Moonlip, were to arrive? Which is basically the same kind of mob, but instead of being Buttercup in yellow, it's actually wearing daisies and it's pink. Well, now this would actually be a really cool alternative to the Moon Bloom. This works exactly like the Moon Bloom did. You can find it in the flower forest. You can use shears to get a new flower, which, as I mentioned, is called the Pink Daisy. So while the Moon Bloom didn't win last year's mob vote, we can pay its respects with the Moonlip. So Moonlip, please, you got to be part of the mob vote. If you're not, then I'm gonna cry. Yes, I'm gonna cry. Our next mob is gonna be the Skeleton Wolf. The Skeleton Wolf would actually make a lot of people happy, because for one, we've all been asking for a new tameable mob. But what if we went ahead and introduced a new type of wolf to the game, which is the Skeleton Wolf? Maybe whenever your lightning strikes a wolf, it would end up turning into a skeleton wolf. And if the wolf is already tamed to you, and it gets struck by lightning, then it would become a tamed skeleton wolf, and so that way you don't have to retame it again. And you won't have to lose everything that you have for that wolf, like the name or the color for the collar. But this is a really cool looking wolf mob, and I definitely want to see something like this inside the game. Definitely going to make wolves a lot more unique, and definitely make wolves a lot cooler to obtain. Within Minecraft, we really have only one kind of witch, and that is a witch, apparently is armless. That's definitely a bug within this add-on. Yeah, so definitely not Minecraft's fault. We're going to be talking about the Violet Witch. Minecraft only has one kind of witch currently. So what if we were to get a brand new witch inside the game, which is the Violet Witch, which would be a witch that you can find maybe in a witch tower, maybe it can be found in another biome, maybe in the mountains somewhere. Like, I think that this would be a really cool, unique mob. Now, what would set this witch apart from the regular witch that we got in the game right now? It's a lot more viler than the regular witch. It's definitely really menacing. Maybe it'd end up throwing wither potions. Maybe it'd end up being a lot more meaner with the potions it throws. Like, I definitely think that this would be a mob that would be a lot meaner than the regular witch inside the game. This is an extremely wild cave. What better cave to throw witches in? Yep, now it's a witch cave. Oh, Muddy Pig. Muddy Pig. Why have you not been part of any mob vote? Come on, they teased us last year with the mob vote. Like, remember last year inside the trailer? The Muddy Pig was clearly in a trailer, but they did not actually put him in the mob vote. So why? The Muddy Pig is basically a regular pig in Minecraft, but with mud. And he comes in 2 variants. He comes in a variant which is completely wet mud, and it also has a flower on its head, but then the mud is completely dry. And that's going to be for the second variant. But wouldn't it be nice if we actually add the Muddy Pig inside the game, and along with that, they can introduce a new block, mud. Now mud could be found probably in wet biomes, maybe in swamps. More than likely it would be found in swamps. Maybe you could find it underneath the ground every once in a while. But mud would definitely be a thing that you could find mostly by water. Whenever the pig would walk into the mud, then it would become the muddy pig. And maybe after a while, whenever the mud dries, then it would eventually turn into this type of pig. Then it would turn into a regular pig without all of its mud. And maybe if it walked into water, then they'll just wash all the mud away right away. Oh my goodness gracious me. This is an insane looking mesa biome. I'm actually surprised I actually found this. Whenever you travel to a mushroom biome, usually you find only one inhabitant, and that is the mushroom. But however, whenever you strike a mushroom with lightning, then it becomes a brown mushroom. Well, what if there was another inhabitant, the Cluckshroom? And if you strike the Cluckshroom with lightning, then it becomes the brown Cluckshroom. Like seriously, why does the mushroom biome only have one inhabitant? Surely it would actually have to have more type of creatures, and not just a cow. Like seriously, where are the chickens? Where are the pigs? Where are the inhabitants? Now in terms of functionality, this works exactly like the mushroom does. Whenever you shear it, then you would get yourself some mushrooms. But however, within this version of the add-on, you actually cannot shear them right off the Cluckshroom, which I think it would be a really cool feature just to keep it up to par with the mushroom. Our next mob is going to be the bone spider. Now the bone spider is a very creepy looking spider, not really the biggest fan of spiders, but I think that it would be quite nice if we actually had more unique spider types inside the game. Right now we only have two types. We have the cave spider and the regular black spider. But the bone spider right here, I think it would be really cool if you could find this mob way down underneath the ground. Like this would be a mob that's similar to the cave spider, to where you can only find it underneath the ground, but maybe you can also find, but maybe you can find this mob inside spider caves, a new kind of dungeon that you can find way down underneath the ground. Now that would make this mob very unique and very fun to have inside the game. Now in terms of functionality, this will work exactly like the regular spider does, but however, I think it would also be nice if it applied a mob effect whenever it bit the player. Like the cave spider gives you poison, so what if this spider were to give you the blindness effect? Now the blindness effect is not really used in Minecraft as of right now, so it would make a really good opportunity for modding to make the blindness effect useful within vanilla Minecraft. Now our next mob is going to be the tropical slime, which has fish swimming around it. It also looks like a slime that you would find maybe underneath the water. Maybe this would be a slime that you can find on beaches, but this is a really cool looking slime, and definitely a kind of mob that I can see inside the mob mode, and I want to see this inside the game so bad. This is just a really cool looking slime. Then we have our next mob, which is going to be the furnace golem. Now, this is something I've been thinking about. We need a portable furnace in Minecraft. Wouldn't it be awesome if you were to make this golem, then you can actually have a portable furnace. You can put food inside of it, you can put ores inside of it, and while it's moving around, it would just melt up your ores. And you can make it follow you around with a lead. Now that would just be very, very cool. I do want to hear your thoughts down below in the comments. Are we thinking of one of these mobs? And what kind of mob do you want to see inside the mob vote? Me personally, I want to have a really good mob vote this year. I don't want anybody voting for stupid mobs like glow squids. I don't want anybody trying to rig the mob vote. I just want a fair and good mob vote. No more phantoms. No more glow squids. Please, please. Guys, make this mob vote fair. Make it count. Make it something that's going to make the game very good and very cool. If you guys want to check out this add-on, I will leave a link down below in the description. And if you enjoyed this video, consider leaving a like on it, subscribe if you're around here, and don't forget to turn on notifications, and I will catch you next time. Goodbye.